Hey people, how's it going? Pixel Machine here, and today I'm playing the PlayStation 4 remake of Fumito Ueda-san's PS2 classic, Shadow of the Colossus. Now, I remember way back when, in 2006, when this game dropped in the UK, and it absolutely blew my mind. It had some of the biggest character models I have ever seen put into a video game, and everything about it, the visuals, the music, and the story was just all amazing. To me, this game is a timeless classic, and it really reinforced my belief that video games can be art. So I can't wait to get into this. I'm really glad that they've given this the PS4 makeover, and let's just do it. So before we get into the game, just go back because it actually has kind of a an important story cutscene before the game actually starts. So we'll just let this roll back a bit. It shouldn't be too long, just a few seconds. And then we can watch the opening cutscene for the game. Here we go. Don't know why they decided to put this before the actual game, but it is what it is. So enjoy this and then we'll get straight into it. So there we go. There was the opening cutscene for the game. Don't know why they decided to put it before you start a new game. I think that's a bit of a bad design choice, but that's the only part I think is bad about this game. Rest of it is just pure gold to me. So let's get into the settings because I am playing this on a PlayStation 4 Pro. And if we go into display, we can see we've got a few modes here that are opened up on the PS4 Pro. So we've got cinematic mode, which prefers optimal resolution, so it'll play in the dynamic 4K mode, not native 4K, but it also does super sample to 1080p screens. And then there's performance mode, which prefers optimal frame rate, so it tries to play at 60 frames per second. So I'm going to keep it at that for now, and I'll probably switch between them throughout the game and see the differences. I'm sure they're not going to look that different, so I'll just keep it on performance mode for now, have more of a fluid experience. So without further ado, let's get into Shadow of the Colossus. I'm just going to play it on normal. I usually play most games on normal. I believe that's how the developer intended you to play the game. So yeah, I'll try not to talk with the cutscenes, so please enjoy.
Was you hick? Aurel yek for all. Ikudu be kuka. Yulbzolu iondu. You little cock. I use yula cordoloya. Olik, olazulam, cause. Ilzozeriku at zoko. I'm not screwed. Laomism wop. Was Ueda also. View houses is view. 이코럴 기자도 유로라 이즈리스 보자이우쿠 아우미즈쿠이키요 유월라 퀴카
You Colossus, you dreaming. I will think you own you.
Dormi, ifo, alu yula. Oshtu hailwa wuku aikwa. Ujisu hiazu tsudoko. Was nordekyo wuti yula.
Auli, you aizen. Dormi, cute.
Izukyunku. Idus orodo yu iweriko. It's not ours amusement. Alu tiklik. If the leads to Izo. Uronora. Oyu. I'll bet. You do. You bet, Sanada. Olam. Ola, you do new.
No cooler. It will Agro. I will join Iris. Ueda ikun. Gensran. Colossus.
Ah, the memories.
I will ready.
So yeah, I can't believe this game came out over 12 years ago. It only seems like yesterday. It's all coming back to me now. So yeah, pretty simple concepts really. We're trying to save our girl over here. She's got a cursed fate. We need to get her soul back. And the way to do that is defeat the incarnations of these idols, which are the Colossi. I believe there's 16 of them. Don't quote me on that, I could be wrong. I should just fact check that, but yeah. Pretty simple concept. And it was kind of a new concept at the time. I don't believe there was another game really like it. This game is just like you defeat boss after boss. There's no like little enemies to defeat. Well, not much anyway. I think there could be a few of those like black shadow enemies you may have to defeat at some points in the game, but that's about it. Other than that, you're just going against the Colossi. So yeah, let's get on with this. To find the way, we need to shine our light on the sword, like this, and it shows you the way to go. So if you look over here, the beam gets wider, and obviously you don't go that way. And as it gets to the point where it wants you to go, the beam will close in. So we need to be over there between those two mountains. So let's do this. So far, first impressions, really good. It looks really nice. Now, this isn't a full AAA remake, and it's not priced as a AAA title as well. I bought this for around £20, but I know it's around £30 from some shops and on the PlayStation Store. Now, just do yourself a favour and buy it, especially as it's not a full-priced title. Don't just watch me play it, because it is a really, really good game. So yeah, it looks great. I'm really happy to see it with the PS4 makeover. And let's just get on with this. So we need to be over there. So let's go. So the horse is called Agro. And you'll be forgiven to think that this game was kind of Sony's answer to The Legend of Zelda. And there are some resemblances, such as the horse, the ancient sword we have, which could be it's said to be a copy of like the Master Sword, and we're trying to save our girl, which in The Legend of Zelda, obviously Link is trying to save the princess. It really do end, because this game you're just defeating one big enemy after the other, and whereas in The Legend of Zelda it's more of an adventure game. This is kind of an adventure game, but not in the same vein as The Legend of Zelda is. So there's a few similarities, but it's not really Sony's answer to The Legend of Zelda. So yeah, let's do this. So let's get off Agro for a second. And this part's just a little tutorial teaching you how to climb. And I hope they've redone some of the controls, because I remember that being kind of the downside for the original PS2 version of the game. I remember the controls just not being that good, a bit finicky, and I just remember falling to the floor a lot, and didn't really feel like it was a fault of my own. It just felt like the controls were just kind of bad. And if you played The Last Guardian, which is one of Team Ico's or Fumito Ueda-san's other games, his latest game, that game kind of got slated as well for a similar thing. The controls just weren't that tight in that game. But so far, this little jumping sequence feels alright. quite liking it. And yeah, the graphics are looking really good. Nearly falling there. So we're about to meet the first Colossus, which blew me away the first time I saw this on the PS2. Wow, this is great. So it's all coming back to me now. I mean, this just looks amazing. The Colossi with the birds coming over, big canyon, this just looks awesome. And this just really blew me away, but back in 2006, never seen anything like this. And that was a big selling point of this game, just the sheer size of these character models. Now, it's you know, not such a big thing anymore, but this really did change it up back in the day. And so yeah, let's do this. So this is first Colossus, and we shine our sword to find the weak points. So there's the first weak point, and this thing's now obviously realised I'm here, and just look how cool that looks. It's freaking awesome. Let's get to the back of this thing and let's climb. So you find the weak spots, and then you just climb, and you attack those weak spots. That's really it. Let's see if we can get around back of this thing. So let's do this. Can we grab on? There we go. So obviously, when we grab on, we try to climb up. It'll try to shake you off, and we do have stamina which depletes over time, and we've just got to make sure that we get up this thing as fast as we can. So obviously now we've knocked it over, so it means we can climb this beast. So let's do this. So get up to this platform here. So on these little platforms, if I can get on it, come on. There we go. We can have rests, so as you can see, in the bottom left, bottom right hand corner, should I say, there is a stamina gauge. As you can see, it's depleting. Now it'll go back up, and once it's filled back up, we can start climbing again. So obviously, when it depletes to the bottom, then that's it. We fall. So here's the weak point. That's strangely satisfying. In kind of a weird way. And I remember this Colossus not being that hard, so I should be able to do this first try. I haven't played this game in a good few years. It hasn't tried to shake me off yet. Maybe playing this on normal was maybe a bit of a mistake. Should have put it on hard mode. But the Colossi do get a lot stronger over time. There we go. First one down. So that didn't take long. They do get a lot harder. But that was fairly easy. I remember that being a lot harder when I first played the game. I did fall to the ground a few times. But I kind of remembered it, even though I haven't played the game for a good few years. I just remembered where to shine my sword and find its first vulnerable spot to attack. So I guess you know, playing it all those years ago still has made it a lot easier this time round. So that's cool. First one down. That looked pretty cool. I got to admit, even though it may not be a full AAA production, it looks damn awesome. The only problem I had with the last game was, well, the original, when I was playing it, was that some of the Colossi looked too damn cute, and I just really don't want to kill them. But we've got to do it for our girl at the end of the day. So that's one down, plenty more to go. There we go, that's our first idol destroyed. So, Seaside Cave, here we come. Gonna save you, girl, come on. So yeah, first impressions. Pretty damn good, to be honest. The controls did feel a lot better, and it just looks damn awesome. Really, really like the look of this. Yep, very nostalgic. So, let's go and defeat the second Colossi. Let's do this. So these altars will allow us to heal. So there we go. Always must remember to do that before we set out to defeat another Colossus. Righty, so Seaside Cave. Let's get our sword. We'll look around. So we need to be over this way. So I remember this being quite hard to find the first time I played this game. I know it's down below somewhere. I just don't know how we get down there. Just pull up a little. Right, seems like it's down here, over the bridge. Damn, yeah, it's down there. There it is. This looks pretty nice. They've done all the water. Just, the detail looks pretty good, to be honest. The way the camera... Got to play the first one now. Well, I keep saying first one, but I mean the original. To see how that stacks up. I know it's a PS2 title, but I remember at the time it was one of the better looking PS2 titles. Now it's probably just looks like a mess of pixels, but you always look at old video games through rose tinted spectacles, but I think it still should hold up fairly well. Because the art direction was just really good in that game. Let's do this, right? The second Colossus. I think this Colossus has more than one vulnerable point to attack. And as you start defeating more and more of them, they become a bit more like a puzzle as well, like a platforming type puzzle. Yeah, this is looking really good. It's got a nice use of the music. Like, there isn't music playing all the time. It knows when to give you more of the atmospheric vibe. Here we go. So if I remember correctly, I think on its hooves at the bottom, if you're going to call them hooves, it has some weak points, and we use our bow and arrow for this one. That's if I remembered correctly. There's a few like this, a few Colossi all on 4 legs. Just look how cool that looks. And again, I think it's just totally cute. I don't want to hurt it, but let's do it for our girl. So Let's shine the sword. Yeah. So I think I might actually get off. Just get some way. So let's get around back a bit. I might do well to get back on the horse actually. Actually no, this is. Got to be quick enough. Come on. There we go. Did it drop down? Yeah. Let's get on this thing. Da-da-da. Right. Are we on? Yeah, there we go. So, that was pretty easy. Probably going to take this one down quite quickly as well. Well, I hope so. I remember this one shaking me off a lot more than the first Colossus. This was just so epic back in the day, like climbing things like this. Now you got games like God of War where you know, go against a far bigger foe. But this, you know, in 2006 was just something really special. So I believe we need our sword out. There we go. Let's grab on. Whoa, it's angry. You can see its eyes are originally blue and they turn red. That's when it's angry. Let's do this. Again, when you get one of those hits in, strangely satisfying. Don't know why. There we go. Not much life is coming off at the moment. I think I'll need to run back up in a sec because our stamina is going to be depleted very soon. Give it one more go. There we go, we'll need to run away soon. Whoa, 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 whoa. Right, let's get up here. Let's take a rest. So if you can find like a flat bit like this, its neck, it's a good little resting spot. Once it's stopped shaking about, get straight back to it. So I believe after a certain amount of time, after I've hit this part enough, this should fade away and there should be another part that will come up what we can go and attack. So obviously later on they'll have multiple areas to attack. It can become just a bit of a puzzle finding them. Come on. We'll stay on for one more. I think we can. Whoa, 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 whoa. Actually, no, I'm going to run up. Don't want to fall. Right, back to it. Come on. Ah, falling everywhere. Go, 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 go. Should be alright. Don't need to be on the centre of it. Obviously, the longer you hold the attack button, the more damage you can do. Like that. Forgot that, just remember that now. That's why the life was going down so slowly, so let's try and get another big attack in. There we go. So I think I'm going to fall if it doesn't stop shaking about a second. Come on, come on, come on. Right, let's go, let's rest. And as you can see now, that little spot has gone, so we need to find the next spot. Let's shine our sword. Can't really see anything at the moment. I think it's down here anyway. Boom. Pretty sure it's down here. Yeah, there it is. Let's do this. Nearly down. A couple more strikes, I think. It's done. There we go, one more. So cute. They're so cute. Just feel sorry for them every time they fall. So, second Colossus down. Going through this quite well. Some people can speedrun this game within a few hours. It's probably going to take me maybe 6-7 hours to complete. I remember the first time I went through the game, I think I took about 8-9 hours to do it. So I think this time I'll be a little quicker. It's not the longest game. That could be another criticism. But for me, it just has good replay value because it's just such a good game. Okay, 2 down. Okay, so that's 2 down. Really enjoying this so far. All the memories are coming back. Finding it a lot easier than I did the first playthrough of this game. But maybe it's just still all in there, all in the old noggin. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here, guys. 2 down, plenty more to go. I hope you enjoyed this. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and yeah, see you in the next one. This is Pixel Machine signing out, and hope you all have a great day, evening, and yeah, peace. Thank you.